Well, first, let me say, as staff, how thankful I am for you and for what you do and for who you are and for where you are. And I was raised as a staff kid of FCA. My dad was president of FCA, so I've been in all my life. I served on staff in the 70s, so I know what you do, and I thank God for you, and I'm praying for you. I just want to remind you that you know this. I just want to remind you that, that what you're doing is huge. You, of course, you represent FCA, but you know this, you represent Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And the challenge is, we want to represent Him well. I remember a story reading about Pat Matador, who was a high jumper on the '76 Olympic team, and he didn't even place in the Olympics, but he jumped 5 inches higher than that he'd ever jumped before. And they asked him, how'd you do that? In one meet, you jumped 5 inches higher than you've ever jumped before. He looked down at his USA a uniform and said, I've never represented anything this big before. I want to remind you that you represent the Lord Jesus Christ to all those students, all those coaches, all those adults you work with, and you know our nation needs a revival. And the challenge is, hey, you, with the gospel, you're going to change the world. How? By changing one life at a time. One athlete who trusts Jesus Christ, one coach who trusts Jesus Christ. When that kid or that coach trusts Christ, it changes everything in his life, one day in his family, in his future, in who he is and what he does and how he lives, and it changes the world. So I'm praying God's the best for you. You're the best. And I thank God for FCA, and I thank God for you. So keep on keeping on, because the best is still ahead.